We were pretty famous back in high school.
Trust us. Had a whole future ahead of us, but now we suck.
All that potential now is flowing in the aqueducts.
Through the sands of time, many did forget.
But now our time has come to resurrect. But a podcast?
Sad I know, but can you blame us?
We are desperate to be much more than high school famous.
It's 4 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday. You know what that means.
It means it's 4:10 in the evening on a Sunday.
Well, I was just rounding down because it's... All right.
I would also call 4 o'clock the afternoon and not the evening on a Sunday. You know what that means, folks.
It's...
Afternoon. Okay. All right. Where's the crossover?
Six of one, half dozen of the other. You know, it's all the same.
I consider 5 o'clock evening. That's me.
Okay. All year round? Because it's a much different situation in the wintertime. Like it feels like evening much earlier.
Yes. I'll continue to say yes. Where do you what's your take?
I just, evening. I honestly don't have an opinion. I mean, because technically evening is afternoon as well. So anything
but there has to be a difference.
Be considered afternoon.
Right. I mean, that's like rectangle square territory.
Yeah.
Right. So
I think it's just, it's each person's feelings on it is valid, I suppose.
I'm sure that they are, but I was asking what your feelings were. But you don't seem to have any. You don't have a hard stance on when you consider the evening to have begun.
I definitely don't have a hard stance on it.
Do you have a soft stance? A flaccid stance?
I think we all have a flaccid stance.
What's your flaccid stance on afternoon evening switch?
I don't know if I could tell you. I have to show you.
Okay, let's see it.
I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared to do that.
This is now a video podcast, so let's have.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we'll get flagged. This will get flagged for.
I'm able to.
For indecency.
I'm able to pixelate. So.
Yeah, I don't think people. You don't have enough pixels for that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's very graphic.
I don't buy it. Like it's very detailed.
I'm not talking about my size is too much for the pixelation. I'm saying how much you're going to have to pixelate is just too much. Yeah.
So you'd have to get very. I mean, we could have it just be like one giant pixel. Like it's just. It's not even
be a black screen.
Well, it wouldn't cover the whole screen unless you plan on filling the whole screen with whatever your stance is.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, then we'll just cut to a still of, we'll put up one of those technical difficulties stills.
All right.
Like a dog pulling a cord out of the wall outlet, something like that.
Put that up right now.
Okay.
And then I'll show you.
All right, it's up now.
All right, here you go.
Oh. Ooh. Mm.
Yeah, wait. And
there's more. And
there it goes.
There's it. That's the rest.
How's that?
I must say.
All right, hold on. I got to sit back down.
Lots of contours. Lots of change in direction I wasn't expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of sores.
Well, those took time to accumulate.
I would describe the entire thing as a collection of active volcanoes.
I could see that. Like if you did like a zoom in and you tried to quiz somebody, is this a map or a human body?
Yeah.
There's a decent chance they'll get it wrong.
There's a pretty good chance that they will answer volcanoes.
Right.
Is this a map of Hawaii or some other area?
Series of volcanoes.
Yeah. It's Volcano Alley.
It's a volcanic range.
Yeah, it's not a mountain range, it's a volcano range.
Yeah.
And so my question, I mean, volcanoes, we know they erupt and then the molten lava runs down and that can end up building up and create what is the land in an area. Hawaii is an example of this.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Does your body work the same way?
Like my body just develops more mass due to my volcanic range.
Due to your eruptions? Is that the case with
I'd
you?
like to say I lose a little bit of myself every time I erupt.
Emotionally?
Oh, definitely emotionally.
Okay. But physically also, you're saying there's
Physically
less
also,
of you.
yeah. Yeah, as soon as I erupt, I'm ashamed.
Right.
So emotionally, I'm ruined every time.
But just mass-wise, like if you were to step on a scale and then step off the scale, erupt, and then step back on the scale, you're saying that it would show a lower number?
It depends on how, like,
Scaly you are.
how sensitive the scale is. If it can sense very minute changes in mass.
Oh yes, it can.
Yeah.
It can detect. It measures in atoms.
Then yes, definitely.
It's the atomic scale.
Okay. Then yeah, definitely. If I were to erupt, as you say, then my mass would be smaller, slightly.
So your volcanoes
unless I
must
erupt onto the scale.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not saying that happened. That's
Okay.
not part
I'm
of it.
erupting, in a vessel somewhere else in the room.
Well, no.
Or just
you're not
into the room?
You're not erupting
Anywhere near the scale?
No, you're not erupting anywhere near the scale. You're not specifically and purposefully erupting into some sort of container or a vial or anything like that. In your natural state, whenever you're just sitting at home by yourself and you just go through a series of eruptions, where does it settle? Does it settle on your person?
No,
causing the your mass to increase.
It wouldn't increase my outer mass.
Yeah, it would be your surface area. Let's go with that.
My surface area. Okay, yeah. I'd say my overall mass would not change at all in that sense.
No, it'd be exactly the same. You're right. So the surface area. That's what we're.
No, I definitely never erupt onto myself. I always make sure I erupt onto maybe some sort of a something that can either be easily cleaned or disposed of.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So okay, so then you're nothing like a volcanic range.
Or if you're lucky, you increase somebody else's surface area.
If you are lucky.
I mean,
right? We're talking about your eruptions.
That person might be lucky also.
Well, because what you said was, we're talking about your eruptions, right? And you said, if you're lucky, referring to someone else, then.
Well, I'm saying if I'm lucky, I might be increasing somebody else's surface area.
Gotcha. So I don't know how many we had. I took a brief glimpse. I didn't study this thoroughly. So I didn't get a full count of your volcanoes. But
as you call them, yeah.
They must be all arranged like horizontally so that the particles that erupt out of the said volcanoes do not just go up and then come back down onto you.
I mean, it depends on how I'm positioned, I suppose.
Right.
Yeah.
Like in the position that I saw you, you were standing upright.
Yeah. So in that sense, then yes, they are horizontal.
It are horizontal.
The volcanoes, as you call them.
Why, when you just stood up now, was it horizontal?
I was excited to record today.
Oh. Well, do you have something then?
No. Why would I ever?
Overall excited? Well,
why would I ever bring something to the table for us to?
I
do quite often, but why would I say?
We try to consider ourselves content creators.
I hate that term.
I know, but we have to fall into that.
In the most technical sense, yes. We are creating content by sometimes taking other content and just saying it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who's to say we're not going to do something like that now? But anyway, I even feel weird saying like, "Oh, I never say this," so maybe that's why I feel weird. but to say I'm a podcaster, or even I even feel a little weird saying I have a podcast.
Yeah, I usually don't tell people about it.
Well,
I sometimes do.
I'm vague about, like, because someone's like, "Oh, what'd you do this weekend?" And a lot of times I end up saying like, "Oh, I recorded some stuff and I edited some stuff." And of course, they're always like, "Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean?
What'd you edit?"
And then it gets to that sort of like, okay, well, I do this and this, and so it's not like, "Oh, I got hired."
About?
That's the next thing that comes up, and then I'm like, nothing really.
Nothing.
We just kind of look up stuff online to make fun of, or I'll watch a movie that is classic, or we come up with games years ago when we had energy for this. So I know
we were much younger.
We were spunky. We were covered in spunk.
Anyways, where were you going with this?
Nowhere. We were
Perfect.
just excited to record, and in general, just recording at all excited you, not based on what the topic
I'm just
could have been.
Constantly excited.
Gotcha.
For just anything, I'm just rip roaring and excited for life. Can you see it in my face?
I can see it in your volcanoes.
You need to either get that out of your mind or get rid of that screenshot you took.
Well, no, I'm telling you to sit down, please.
I am currently sitting.
Sit down lower, please. Aim your camera.
You want me
further.
To just like be down on the floor, out of shot?
Look, it's you have volcanoes on your face, and I don't want to have to see them.
I don't have volcanoes. That's just the rudest damn thing.
There's some sort of like fiery red material spewing out of your chin area, and I don't seem. It's very disturbing.
Give me a minute.
What? Oh, he's gonna lower his mic.
Is this better?
Yeah, I can see the top of your hat kind of, which is also gross, but I'll deal with this. I get a good shot of your bike back there, your little oscillating fan, currently not running or oscillating.
Pile of shoes.
Oh, is that what that is? Yeah, I see
that
some
is
shoes.
A pile of shoes.
All right, then the curtains you used to drape around you for your private recordings, and what appears to be a decal of a guitar on your wall.
There's an actual guitar on my wall, and you know that.
And there's a decal of a bike. I see the decal of part of a oscillating
the crazy
fan.
Thing is that decal also has a shadow. It's the craziest fucking decal I've ever purchased.
Oh, that's how they designed it. And you get a decal of a pile of shoes, a decal of curtains, decal of some foam panels, and just the shell of what's remaining of the shell of a man.
I mean, you can't see the shell of the man right now.
You haven't shed it yet, and it hasn't like blown away in the wind. Oh,
all right. I should probably come back up now.
I mean, you can hear me from down there. I don't think you have to be.
Yeah, I have headphones on, you jackass.
Yeah, why am I'm a jackass because you're wearing headphones? I didn't ask you to do that. No one made you wear headphones.
Too old to sit on the floor and get back up.
Oh no! You don't have the most. I'm sorry, I was going to say something.
I don't have the most
Seinfeld,
graceful.
but I'm not going to.
Oh no! Go ahead, Sean. You haven't done it yet this episode.
Well, it's been quite a while actually, but I was going to say you don't have the motivation of one George Costanza who built a sleeping area with shelves and whatnot underneath his desk so he could sleep at work.
Okay.
He was all about climbing under his desk.
Way too much other shit underneath my desk.
Why is
Not
that?
Actual shit. It's stuff. I have stuff under my desk.
Volcanic matter.
No, it's called a mess of It's a messy organization of stuff.
Got it.
I know what's there. It's just not in any particular order.
Okay. All right. We're approaching hoarder territory.
No,
in that.
it's all stuff I actually use. I just don't use it constantly. There's
Got
like
it.
hard drives and other things.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gaucho?
Groucho.
Groucho. So we're going to do a little bit of a father joke here before we move on to anything else.
Father joke.
I applied, Matt, you'll like this. You know, you have a background in art school.
Short-lived, yes.
More than me. I applied to art school so I could study origami. But they sent me a rejection letter. I'm not sure what to make of it. You see what this person
I would
is
assume
saying?
that they aren't gonna make anything of it because they obviously got rejected from origami school. Therefore, they suck at origami.
They do.
Also,
or they suck at applying for things.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of like if you're going to origami school, that would, in my mind, mean you want to go learn how to do origami. So if you already know how to do origami, you would never apply for an origami school. And
I'm wondering
what are the guidelines of being? I'll let you speak eventually. What are the guidelines of rejection from origami school? Like how bad do you have to be that you can't even go to origami school? Don't. That's my bit. Yeah. Oh, there you go. See, I did it gracefully without banging my mic on everything on the way down.
Our stuff is set up differently. What can I say?
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to think how bad do you have to be at folding paper that you get rejected from origami school? Like you can't even fold paper just at all.
Their application was crumpled up into a ball and shoved into an envelope.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. Is like they're like, to apply, all you have to do is just do some origami and send it in. Like you put your letter of what is it called? Like it's not your acceptance letter, obviously.
Application.
Your application. That's the word that was not in my brain just now. You put your application letter. You have to fold it into a type of origami before you send it. And this person did just crumple it up. Are you going to move your chair out of shot too? This is really working up to be the worst episode to go up on YouTube for us.
They tried to make one of those. They tried to have their application be folded into one of those fortune tellers.
Okay.
And then it just ended up being like in the shape of a gun.
You're talking about that little those things that you do, like the
yeah.
Okay.
Where you have to pick a color or a number or whatever.
Right.
All right. We're back, everyone.
I
hope you had a chance to use the restroom, gather some snacks, call your mother.
A bitch.
So.
Yes.
Dad jokes, right? I'm a dad.
What about them?
I've been given it, which means I have a loose connection to today's youth and a loose connection to what?
Just shows how loose it is. Go ahead. To today's youth,
to the youths, the youngins of today, and I have a mild bit of exposure to currently used slang terms.
Oh, like yeet. That was pretty old.
Well,
at this point.
Possibly. You know, it's funny. I was looking up lists of current terms, and they say phrases you should know in 2024, but some of those were already quite old. But anyway, I wanted to go through this list and see how many you know.
All right. I feel like we've done something similar to this in the past. Hopefully
we have.
Yeah, hopefully it's not all the same words we've already done.
But I don't think I remember we've gone through like British slang and things like that, but I don't think we've just specifically done like current slang.
We have.
If we have, then we should just quit now because we have nothing else to do on the show. I am not good at coming up with stuff to do. That's what we've I've shown it time and time again.
Yeah,
I
believe I had you try to guess what some modern slang was. And then you brought British slang like the next week.
But it was different.
Or 2 weeks later or something like that, because you had forgotten we had just previously done slang.
What happens is I tell you, I'm going to come up with something for us to do today. And then I spend more time focusing on other things like, editing, for example, or, doing my laundry and other things. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I have about 20 minutes. I better come up with something fast. And then I get in panic mode. And then everything I can try to think of is either turns out to be really lame or I can't find anything interesting based on something I thought of.
Or we've already done it. This is honestly not the first time you've brought something that we've already done. It's so funny to me.
Well, then I don't
know, man.
I don't want to do this now.
You don't want to do slang again?
I mean, if we've already done it, I feel
like there might be some on there we've never done before, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well let's just try it then. 8.
Like the number 8 or ATE?
Like past tense for eat.
Yeah, like that person just ate it up. Like they did awesome.
Okay, so you know that one.
Yeah. I'll probably know a lot of these, to be honest.
I'm going to skip the next one because we know you know it.
What is it? Just say it.
Well, it's basic. Calling someone basic.
Yeah, basic.
What about beige flag? A beige flag.
Okay, so that one I haven't heard before, I don't think.
All right, so some examples are, what are your financial beige flags? And that's the only one.
So instead of a green flag or a red flag, it's like a neutral, a neutral color.
The concept of the beige flag was introduced to draw attention to the quirky neutral traits in partners that may not be deal breakers or deal makers. These are the characteristics that make you pause, chuckle, and then continue, adding a hint of humor and self-reflection to the dating journey.
Oh, no, I think it's stupid.
It's like, what are some things that are mildly interesting about this person that aren't like, I will love them for it or I will hate them for it.
Right. So basically, it's a way of asking, what do you like to do?
Yeah. Oh, I like tax evasion. Oh, beige flag.
Beige flag. All the way.
I like, breaking the brittle bones of the elderly.
Oh, that's a green flag for me.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
And so why the elderly specifically? Or could it be anybody's bones?
Oh, elderly specifically, their bones are just easier to break.
They are. Yeah. I mean,
you said the word brittle right in there.
I did, right. I personally, I don't go for human bones. I go for the bird bones.
They're hollow.
Yeah.
Very easy to break.
Then you can make them into quite.
Yeah.
They're always on the ground, easy to capture and break.
You can easily buy bird bones.
You can buy bird bones.
Yep.
Can you? Like just.
Yeah.
I went to the grocery
store earlier this week and just bought some chicken. It had bird bones in it.
Okay, fine. Okay. I thought you meant like.
You can break those all you want.
I thought you meant I want to go and just order myself a pheasant skeleton. Yeah.
Just go on Amazon and just buy a bag of bird bones.
Why buying some sort of prepared bird-based meat and the bones within did not go to my head. I'm like, what do you mean? You could order a skeleton of a raven? What is this? What kind of world are we in? Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've ever held a raven bone, but yeah.
Really? I wonder if you can go online and just order the skeleton of a random animal you want.
Probably.
I bet you can.
Mm-hmm.
This one I know you know. I think probably from other areas, but also from maybe Lonely Island. Bet.
Yeah, it basically just means you agree.
I think we covered that one anyway. This one I'm gonna skip. It's bougie. I'm sure you've heard of bussin'.
Yeah, that's bussin'. That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Cap. We all know cap. Yes. Okay. How about caught in 4K?
It just means like it's basically the same as being caught red-handed. Like you're basically caught in you're very plainly and obviously caught doing something you shouldn't be doing.
Now, do you know all these because they're ones we covered before, or do you know all these because you just know them somehow?
I honestly, it's possibly a combination of both. I don't remember all the words we maybe have talked about before. I don't remember caught 4K being one of them we did before. Some of these definitely are new to the list.
Or beige flag, I don't remember covering before.
I don't remember before.
Okay, so
I honestly don't remember bussin' being on the one before. It might have been, but
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But we both know what it is, kind of, right? Bussin', Anyway.
Yeah.
This is incredible. I'm not sure how to pronounce this.
Trust.
What?
That's a trust.
Trust. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. It's CHEUGY. I'm not sure if it's chuggy or chiggy or something similar.
I don't know.
Let me see what some example listed. Should I be the most chuggy person at the airport today and scan my Apple Watch as my boarding pass?
Does that just mean like
maybe like pretentious or something, or
maybe? What's the definition?
Let's see.
That I've never heard.
Chuggy is a term used to describe something that was once fashionable or popular but has now become outdated or appears to be trying too hard.
Oh.
It doesn't necessarily mean that it's uncool or undesirable, but rather that it's slightly out of sync with current trends. So using your Apple Watch to bring up your boarding pass for scanning is not in sync with current trends, apparently. And
can you even? Was that ever an option to use your?
You could
iPhone as a boarding pass.
Yeah,
because you have to scan a thing. So it just pulls up the little barcode on there so they can scan it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like adding.
I've honestly, the funny thing about that is they're saying like, oh, this is out of practice, out of date. It's a little taboo to be doing that nowadays. I have never once ever seen anybody do that.
I have done it myself. It's the same thing as
chunky or chingy.
I know you're
so chunky.
It's the same.
Dude.
It's the same thing as buying movie tickets and then having those digitally on your phone, or concert tickets.
Yeah, concert tickets I do all the time. I mean, doing boarding passes on your phone. Yeah, I'll still do that. I've just never heard of it through the watch.
So, I have not. I didn't know if you were talking about the phone as well, but so I have not done
100.
I've not done a boarding pass on my watch before, nor have I done a movie.
That's what I was talking about. I've never seen anybody do the watch. I've seen people do their phone. I do my phone all the time when I board because you can skip having to go and print your boarding pass. Just walk straight to security and
I misunderstood. I thought you were saying like I've never even used my phone for any of this stuff.
Oh no,
like,
I've definitely
always
done that.
Coming in with a hard copy. All right. Well, success. What does it mean to be chronically online?
I believe it just means to be chronically online. I don't think that has a lot of misconstrued feelings towards it. Just
chronically online,
constantly just scrolling.
Let's see here. Chronically online refers to those who dedicate a substantial amount of time to being active on the internet. Memes, culture, and slang heavily influence their personality. Terminally online is an alternative term used to describe the state of being chronically online.
I would say terminally online means you're about to die from it.
Yeah, like you're online so much that someone's going to murder you.
You have stage 4 online.
Yeah. Oh, there's nothing we could do. You have maybe 6 weeks. We can help you to make you feel as comfortable as possible during the process. But there is no reversing this. There's no treatment.
There's no internet chemo.
Right. You have stage 4 internet, online, whatever. So you should get your affairs in order and, say goodbye to your loved ones.
Yeah. There's no online ectomy we can perform on this.
No. Not yet.
Yeah. We're going to, eventually we're going to have to pull the plug. I kind of liked that. I was pretty proud of that one.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Yay.
Someone is proud of something
that
about
one,
this
I
episode.
wouldn't even say that's fucking slang. That is just straight up. Like that one is one of those where you're just like, oh, that's what it means. It's just literally a statement. That's not even slang.
Yeah, it does pretty much spell itself out.
Yeah.
It would be just what you would properly label that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. I don't think that qualifies as slang.
Yeah, just take that off the list.
Keyhole.co.
Man, we find the sites, don't we?
These sure do.
These are the top sites that get, every time we look something up, that site gets one hit that day.
From me or you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt, what does it mean to be coffee badging?
Yeah, this is definitely a new list, dude. Yeah, I think we're good.
I didn't think it was the same exact list, like the same
that
website.
Would have been funnier because we've done that before.
Yes, we have, but I figured there'd be a lot of words that were just on both
coffee
lists.
Badging. I feel like it's something to do with like being kind of like a coffee snob or something, like being an asshole about people drinking specific types of coffee.
Like there's like there
Folgers.
Yeah, we only drink from Dunn Brothers.
Way off, but I can't think of what the hell coffee badging would be otherwise.
When I haven't read the meaning of it yet, but what I thought of was maybe kind of like merit badge, where you try as many different kinds of coffee as you can.
Way better. That's a way better idea of what it probably could be. Yeah, like you have your little sash on and you've tried every single fucking, like, this is my Dunkin' badge.
Yeah,
this is
my Starbucks
badge. This is my Peeps.
This is my Dunn Brothers.
Yeah, Caribou. For anybody in Minnesota, because it's literally only in Minnesota.
I think there's a place in California called Phil's.
Okay.
I think there's a place there's a chain out there, I think, called Phil's, where people get coffee.
This is my
I
Tim
could be
Hortons.
wrong. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then got your
McCafe, McDonald's.
Yeah. Or you can even have your grocery store brands.
Yeah. Or
Folgers is the only one I can think of.
Or gas stations.
Yeah.
They've all got their own little brews, right? Speedway, Holiday, again, another. I'm stuck on the local ones. Circle K, Flying J, TA,
Come and Go,
7-Eleven,
Pump and Munch. Those are both the best names for convenience stores / gas stations ever.
They are fantastic.
I mean, we could sit here and try to keep listing them all we want, but watch we're way off.
Yeah,
no, we're not going to. We could. Amoco, when that used to be a company.
Sinclair.
Jesus.
Yeah. Going back.
Yeah. Mom and Pop. Place.
Charlie Brown's. Mom and Pop's place? Is that what
Denny's, Perkins.
Oh, coffee, of course. Yeah,
I'm not
diners.
sure what they probably use.
They probably have Folgers,
Yeah.
It's probably just the cheapest, dumpiest coffee that, farmers like.
Hey, nothing comes closer to home. That's their slogan, Folgers.
Oh, I thought it was the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
I think it's both. Wait, no. What's nothing comes closer to home? It's definitely not Folgers. What is it? Wow. Okay, I'll have to figure that one out. Continue.
Trojan condoms.
Nothing comes closer to home.
Yeah, it doesn't go very far. Anyway, let's see what coffee badging really is.
Okay.
Coffee badging is the act of
It was the ers that got me. That's right.
Uh,
Stouffer's, nothing comes closer to home. All right.
Stouffer's is those microwave meals, right?
Yep.
Okay. You got that mixed up with
Or
Folgers.
oven. You can cook them in the oven.
You can, but it takes longer. I suppose if you get those big, like family-sized lasagnas, you can't microwave those, right? Those have to go in the oven.
They should. They'll take a long time in the microwave. I mean, they'll take a long time in the oven too, but you're talking like 15-minute microwaving something, which is just barbaric.
Who wants to? Yeah. If no one should microwave anything for that long. Maximum microwave time, 8 minutes.
That's pushing it too. But I mean, if you're going to microwave something for 15 minutes, you might as well just go to a restaurant.
I say 8 minutes because there are some bags of frozen vegetables I've bought where if your wattage is low enough, it suggests 8 minutes for that bag of frozen veggies.
Oh.
So I don't think that's going crazy.
Here's the thing about fucking microwaves. Why is there fucking wattage settings instead? Like, they're always like, at the highest setting, cook it for this long. At this many watts.
No.
Like, I've never figured out in my life how to change the settings on my microwave to cook it at like a lower setting.
Well, no, I don't mean that. You're talking about like the power level, which I have done, right?
Okay.
But just the maximum output.
Gotcha.
Like some microwaves are built, stronger than others, and so
they're built for tough.
Mine is, I know the max output wattage is something like 950, so it's not quite 1,000. So there are some that are 1,200. There are some that are 600. So they're saying based on the wattage of your microwave, this is the time you should cook these vegetables for. So
yeah,
and 8 minutes is one of.
I usually just like it should take about this long, and I put it in for that long. And if it wasn't long enough, I put it in for longer.
Yeah, well.
You know what I never use?
What?
I never use the fucking popcorn button because that is a lie.
Last time I microwaved popcorn in my microwave, I did use the popcorn button.
My popcorn button burns popcorn every time. It's meant to cook, and it ruins it every time. I
had to add time.
Oh, I had to take time away. Yeah. So
no,
weird.
See, when I did mine, because I almost never get microwave popcorn. So I had a box of it. And I'm like, I'll finally throw one of these in and see how this works. I hit the popcorn button and I looked and there were tons of like unpopped kernels down at the bottom of the bag still. Yeah, so I threw it in for maybe another 30 seconds or something and it seemed to do the trick. But yeah, no, I know that it is more common for the popcorn button to be bussin'.
Bussin' is not the right. Yeah.
I know. I just want
to be whack.
Yeah.
Totally whack.
To talk about modern slang terms.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
It's funny. I have so you're saying you almost never have popcorn in your house. I literally have 2 boxes of microwave popcorn in my house right now.
Let me say this.
Make popcorn constantly.
Let me say this. I almost never make popcorn. I have a box of popcorn that I have purchased, and I think I've made months ago, and I think I've made 2 bags out of it,
out of like an 8-pack.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I got it back in like December.
Oh, dude, the two boxes of popcorn I have in my house, I got maybe like last month, and I think each one of them might have 2 or 3 bags left at most.
Wow.
I screwed up though, and I bought the Act 2 brand popcorn, which is horrendous. Don't buy Act 2. It's the worst popcorn, in my opinion.
I'm fairly certain
is the way to go. Or
Secret?
Or over Redenbacher. Sorry, this is a weird malfunction with my microphone just there. Blowed my voice out for some reason.
My name's Oval Raider Baker.
Orville Redenbacher popcorn or Pop Secret, I think, is the best. Act 2 is kind of bleh. Like, I bought movie theater butter and then like extreme butter, and they don't taste at all like there's like no butter flavor on either one of them. It just tastes like plain popcorn.
What's wrong with what happened to our species? We have to come up with something that's called extreme butter.
Extreme butter, dude. That's like, I can't imagine how much butter is supposed to be on that. I can't imagine what their like light butter flavor tastes like then if the extreme butter flavor doesn't taste like butter at all.
I bet you the Amish are not allowed to make extreme butter.
I don't think the Amish are allowed to have microwaves to make butterwaved microwave popcorn. Got butter on the brain.
Who doesn't love some
Christ.
Who doesn't love some butter waved popcorn made by
That sounds great.
We sound like a tape player that was running out of battery.
I'd say there was something wrong with the microphone just then.
Speed it back up. You put new batteries in, when you
then it
replace
speeds
the
up
batteries,
for some reason.
it just that little bit of initial juice. Yeah, it catches up with itself. It's that self time management system feature that was built into the later tape decks that right before the CDs took over. They tried to compete with the CDs. Our tapes might slow down every once in a while, but they'll catch up with themselves.
What were we talking about?
Coffee badging, of course.
Oh yeah, what the fuck is coffee badging? Don't even know what the actual definition is.
Coffee badging is the act of employees briefly showing up at their physical workplaces, typically in the morning, to interact with coworkers before leaving.
What?
That's not at all what I would have guessed.
Did that definition get put on underneath the wrong word?
What I'm thinking
what does that even mean?
Well, here's my guess based on reading this. It had to have the idea started from if you work at a coffee shop, but there's a day that you're not working at the coffee shop.
Yeah,
you just stop in to chat. So these people are probably stopping in to where they work on their day off to get some coffee and talking to their coworkers before heading out to have their real day.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what other work examples you would see that happen in. Maybe if you work at a tanning salon and you want to go in and get yourself a tan on your day off at your workplace because you get a discount, I'm sure. And you're just sitting there chatting with your coworkers before or after you do that and
why
leave.
Is it called coffee badging? That doesn't make sense. That term doesn't make any sense for what it's describing.
Right. I don't know. The only association I can put to it is if this sort of stemmed from people stopping into coffee shops, but the badging part is...
Yeah, I think your definition of it was would have been way better. As somebody who's just trying to collect all the fucking...
they can brag and they
coffee spot.
Try all the different kinds of coffee that exists in the world. That's coffee stamping. So my mistake.
Apparently,
my mistake. Yeah. Coffee stamping. All right. I'm guessing this is pronounced lives. Cozy lives. LIVS. And cozy, COZZIE. Maybe it's Cozy lives.
I have no idea. Never heard of this one either.
Okay, well,
is there an example? Can you use it in a sentence?
No. So here's the example, and maybe the only part of it that in the example that is the term is the hashtag. So I guess maybe the tweet will explain. Anyway, Channel 4 and chill ? Can't afford Netflix and the oils run out. Hashtag Cozy lives.
Is it Cozy Lives?
Maybe, but there's no E in lives, and I figured cozy would have one Z or an end into the EY or something. I don't know how cozy is spelled, but
cozy is just KOZY.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I'm not sure what this is, but maybe
I say K. It's C.
COZY.
Yeah.
MICKEY.
MOUSE.
Mikey Moose.
In the house. Mickey Mouse in the house. Mickey Mouse is in your house. Look behind you. He's in your house.
He's got a knife. He's in your house.
Kill you. He's
Let's
a
find
mouse.
out. He what?
I said he's going to kill you, and he's a mouse. Gonna be tiny stabs. It's gonna take a really long time.
Let's see. Cozy lives, cozy lives, whatever, is a colloquial noun that was first coined in. It's a colloquial noun that was first coined in the United Kingdom. It specifically refers to the pressures and challenges related to the cost of living. The term cleverly combines a humorous twist with the realities of trying to maintain a comfortable lifestyle within one's means.
All right, moving on. That
I kind of get it.
That one. This is not one you need to learn. This is what is the headline of this fucking article? Like term, like slang you need to know for 2024. Nobody's using that.
It's top 60. Oh gosh, top 60 plus Gen Z phrases and acronyms you should know in 2024.
Nobody's using that one.
So we're not going to get
tweeted it. The person who wrote this tweeted it.
The person who tweeted it at 1:54 a.m. January 22nd of last year. They were clearly in a state of delirium.
Yeah, watching the news at 1 a.m. It's your own damn fault.
Well, it just says Channel 4.
Oh, BBC 4. There's some good stuff on there. Yeah. Taskmaster's
Is that what Taskmaster? Okay.
Taskmaster's on BBC 4. Used to be on Dave. I like that there's a TV station in the UK called Dave.
Is that okay? Is there?
That's what Taskmaster used to be on.
They should have stuck with Dave. I suppose BBC 4 is bigger.
It's got a lot more money, yeah.
Yeah. Cringe.
Well, yeah, everybody knows what cringe means.
Yeah, we know.
Move on.
I think you'll probably know this one too.
Brought it up.
Drip.
It's like how good you look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Refers to those who possess a distinct and confident fashion sense, exuding sophistication and trendiness in their demeanor.
That, 100%. I'm dripping.
Black never goes out of style.
I'm constantly dripping. You saw earlier how much I'm dripping.
Those volcanoes. I would say oozing. It's
that drip.
It's too sticky to really drip.
It's viscous.
It is viscous.
Yeah. It's a good word.
It's visibly viscous.
I like that word. I don't use it enough.
No one uses it enough. I'm sure in like the scientific community, it's used the most, like medical science or any, some other types of chemistry,
blood was
perhaps.
Viscous.
But it is no more.
The semen was viscous.
And it currently still is.
The blood and semen
were viscous.
Became viscous.
The blood and semen were joint viscous.
Once combined.
It's called a viscal swirl.
I don't like that. A yin-yang of semen and blood.
All right, Delulu.
Delulu?
Delulu. Delulu.
I can't even think of something funny to try to make that be. Delulu?
I think it'll be one of those, oh, so obvious when I tell you.
Does it have something to do with Lululemon?
It does not.
Okay, Delulu.
It's like I'm getting rid of my Lulu. I'm removing my Lulu. I'm going to be I'm going to de-Lulu my life now.
Okay.
That's not really what it is. I'm just
okay.
I was going off of what you were saying with Lululemon.
Right.
You want the example, or do you just want me to give you the definition?
Let's go example.
All right. So this is a tweet from Bravo Andy Alt. Said, "Okay then, Bree. Bye. You've sold one home and filmed one season, and now you think you're Christine Quinn? Jason is a good man to have even entertained your Delulu ass with this conversation. Hashtag selling sunset."
Oh, it means delusional then.
Yay! Delulu is derived from the word delusional.
That tweet just annoyed the fuck out of me.
Yeah, well,
I hate when people when people go out and tweet about obviously like celebrities or whatever, but like talk to them, like say it as if they're like talking directly to them like that.
Well, I mean, the name is Bravo Andy. My guess is this is Andy Cohen.
Okay. I don't know him.
He's like the host. He's like the main Bravo guy.
Okay.
Like he's got his talk show. I forget what it's called, but he's the host of it, and he just has on all of his guests for the most part are like Bravo stars.
Sounds awesome.
It's not. It's very obnoxious.
Yeah, I don't watch Bravo.
I was exposed to a lot of Bravo back in a certain period of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm now no longer exposed to that channel.
Well, I mean, you've already been exposed to it.
But I'm not currently I'm not continuing to be exposed. Yes, I'm not continuing to be exposed to it any longer. Doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling is when you're just scrolling constantly with no like actual intent. Like you're just on TikTok just for hours, just scrolling through the bullshit content.
So it's sort of that.
It's basically
apparently it's not quite that. Doom scrolling refers to the compulsive behavior of continuously scrolling through negative news and content online in a quest for the latest information.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was
close.
I was close, just not specific enough.
So I mean, we're up. We're.
I mean, any scrolling nowadays is doom scrolling. It's all a bunch of fucking garbage.
It is.
You know how long it's been since I found anything on TikTok that I was like, that's good.
I don't even
mildly amused.
I don't even open it anymore.
Yeah.
I got tired of seeing
follow us on TikTok
puppets. I got tired of seeing Snooze's puppets all the time.
Yeah,
just kidding, Snooze. We love you. Yay, Snooze. You make puppets.
Yeah, whatever happened to those puppets of us you were supposed to make for us, Snooze?
Well, we got to stop just asking him to make things for us. Because
I told him. See, the thing is, I asked him. I specifically asked him in a request of, I will pay you for them. And he said, no, you shouldn't. Don't pay me for them. I will just do it. That was the first mistake, is that I said, all right, then.
He'll just make it or make them.
I also have not bothered him about it since my initial asking. And that's also.
You know why he might make them, though? He might actually come through and make them. Because the puppets do not have legs.
True.
Eli 5. The letters E, L, and I, followed by the numeric 5.
Like E period, L period, I period?
Nope. No, all caps as far as the letters are concerned?
It's the fifth
Eli.
The fifth Eli from, the original human cloning experiments. The first four Eli's did not.
You don't think it's the fourth sequel in the Book of Eli movie series?
Oh, it could be. It's not, though.
It's probably not.
'Cause I think they did one.
Here's a tweet. Eli 5 LLM performs iterative reinforcement learning on itself to figure out the correct problem to solve first. Now, what's your guess?
That cleared it up.
What's your guess now?
That cleared it up. God, Eli 5 is the electric leg industry,
and then of course the LLM means lower limb management,
leg movement machine.
LLM.
LLM. I thought you said LMM. That's a different division.
Right, of course.
Sorry.
In the electric leg machine, or in what did you say? Electric leg what?
Electric leg industry.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay.
It's where they make electric legs for amputees.
Yeah, electric legs.
Yeah.
So, of course.
Yeah,
you can't be tethered to a wall outlet.
For knee movement and
that's for overnight charging.
Yeah, well, it's USB-C.
I've got
You don't even have to take it off. You can just plug it in overnight.
I have a nice charging stand on my nightstand for my leg.
Yeah. It's it's a little insensitive to say stand to people that don't have legs.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was good. You got me.
Yeah.
I was going to say something about how I
can only ever give an ovation.
Dude, we're not at the level where anyone would want to cancel us.
Nope.
But that might be crossing the line.
Yeah, they're only allowed to do comedy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They find that one Radiohead song pretty offensive.
The one with that says raindrops or whatever?
Yeah, stand up, sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they would find that offensive.
Yeah, they do. Anything with the word stand in it, they hate it.
That's their hard opinion.
That's their beige flag.
You know what? I'll give you this hint for Eli 5, and when I tell you what Eli 5 means, it'll make sense. It's kind of like to say, can you put it in layman's terms, or can you dumb it down?
Okay.
So what Eli 5, it's ELI 5, and that stands for explain like I'm 5.
That's fucking stupid.
It is used when a user seeks a simplified explanation of a complex or technical concept, expecting a response that can easily be grasped even by a 5-year-old.
It's a more complicated way of saying, I don't understand.
Right, because you have to explain whoever is explaining something to you, and you say, oh, Eli 5. You would then have to explain to them what Eli 5 means before they could
be like, Eli 5 to me, that statement.
Yeah, please. Because now what I'm getting from that is the 5th installment in the Book of Eli series.
Yeah.
Where the book is better than the movie. So I'm told from readers.
Well, that's standard.
It is. Era.
Era? Like ERA?
ERA.
It's just like, what era are we in? This is the
no, Matt.
Okay.
It's the digital era?
It's that brand of laundry detergent. Nailed it.
Don't nail it. It'll leak.
That's what she said. Moving on. What is era?
Here's a tweet describing this photo really became a reality. We really living in the DX era. That's crazy.
So era just means era.
It kind of says that. But, okay, let me read what it says for the explanation.
What a slang.
Era is commonly used to describe someone's current interests or priorities. It has become popular on platforms like TikTok, where users use the phrase, in your blank era, both seriously and humorously. It serves as a way to indicate a specific phase or trend that someone is connecting with or participating in at a given time on social media.
Yeah. Like I'm in my coffee badging era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in my big year era.
I'm in my
I got one that Iman will be quite a fan of. We know she is.
Axing?
Fax no printer.
Fax no printer. Trust.
Trust.
That's one of Sean and mine's. Mine and Sean's.
Sean's and mine. Sean's and mine.
Yeah. It's one of Sean's and mine's and Sean's.
Actually, you would say Sean's and my.
Okay, it's one of mine's and Sean's new ones.
It's my shiny Mons.
Yeah.
Phrase.
Sean and myself would like people to start using trust instead of facts. Because it sounds more sophisticated.
It's to indicate that you can trust what I'm telling you is true.
I'm going to tell you something, and then I'm going to say trust.
Right.
Then you can be like, Okay, I trust you.
Like, coffee badging is a stupid term. Trust. See?
Yeah.
It's going to catch on.
Then you cross your arms.
You
you bump shoulders.
You
forget about that aspect?
I did forget about that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is something we created in my last Chicago visit, and it was hilarious to some some people that were with us,
and we were annoying the other people by doing it constantly.
Well, they were intentionally just trying to come back at us by saying facts, just to counter our attempts to get this new phrase to take off.
Yeah, they are another slang term, which is haters.
Trust.
Oh wait, which side do you have me on when I do?
let's just do both, and one of them will line up. This is wow. I'm gonna do some special
randomly flip our cameras to make it work.
I'm gonna do some special cropping so that we get close enough. Yeah,
and then there's like an explosion that happens at the point of our shoulders hitting.
I should I'll freeze frame it. That'll be the freeze frame.
Oh, there you go.
So we know what to do when we get to the sign off.
Oh man.
Ready. Okay.
Okay.
Which, I mean, we can get there anytime, but let's see what's involved with this this word here called Finsta.
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 There's a tweet which could help us with this.
Yeah, I hope so. I help.
I made a Finsta. Why are reels just 50% videos of people getting hit by cars and overall just gore?
Yeah, okay, that didn't help.
I made a Finsta.
Is it like a fake Instagram or like a fan Instagram?
Matt,
did I nail it?
You are exactly correct with your first guess. A Finsta is a term widely used among teenagers and young adults to describe a fake Instagram account. What, are you saying maybe not young adults?
Widely used. I don't think it's widely used.
Do you consider yourself a young adult?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Do you talk to a lot of young adults?
For legal reasons, I don't want to answer that question.
So then, how would you know if it's widely used or not? It's used by @Quildama.
Because I'm pretty in touch with the youth.
Careful.
Not like physically.
While their main Instagram account is usually carefully curated to highlight their best moments, achievements, and aesthetics, a Finsta account is more genuine, unedited, and personal, which to me would make that the more real account.
Yeah, it's the more accurate account.
Oh, golly geez.
Fuck everything. Fuck the youth. Fuck.
I'll try.
I've said it before. What?
What?
Wait, what? My last statement was "fuck the youth," and then you just said "I'll try."
No.
Okay.
No. When you said "fuck everything,"
got it.
Yes, that's what I was responding to.
Jesus Christ! I don't know.
I've said
it before, and I'll say it again. And I don't know if I came up with this or if I heard it somewhere or if whatever. But I feel like youth is wasted on the young.
So you think you might have come up with that?
I don't. I started saying it, but I
don't.
But it's one of those
way
things.
In hell you came up with that statement.
Okay, that's rude.
That's been around for
has it
for eons.
I don't remember hearing it anywhere ever.
Yeah,
but I started saying it. I probably heard it somewhere. I'm sure.
Yeah,
but I
think Malcolm X first
believe
said
that's very. In his famous speech.
Yeah.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed
on us.
The young.
On the young, and youth is wasted on them.
Yeah,
we paraphrased.
I mean, I didn't memorize the speech.
I haven't read it in a while, so forgive me.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie.
I was too busy trying to fuck everything. Well, see ya.
Yeah, sure.
Next Tuesday.
Bye. God damn
Trust.
Trust. Oh, shit. I'm not prepared. I got to go this way because that's the only way I can get. It's the only way I can get close enough to the court. You're gonna have to do some.
I'll try to figure it out.
It came out perfectly. Minimal editing.
I looked like someone who was on a hospital bed waiting to get paddled.
What?
I don't know why I don't know what I'm saying. I probably looked really dumb doing what I was doing.
That's what you meant by that?
No. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. No, of course not. Yes.
Fuck the youth.
Wait a minute. No, I won't try that. Goodbye, the end. Goodbye.
Bye.
If you have a question, complaint, or threat for Sean or Matt, you can reach us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, X, or Instagram at hsfamouspod, or you can email the show at highschoolfamous@gmail.com. No animals were pleasured during the making of this podcast, despite our best efforts. All hail our Lord and Savior.
Or over Redenbach.